City News on TV Rotorua is proudly brought to you by Rotorua Central.
Good evening, Rotorua. Tonight on City News. New Zealand's luckiest intern headed to Rotorua today to showcase the region to Australians. Local health organisations come together for COPD Awareness Month, and there's no excuse not to try mountain biking with free classes aimed to encourage locals to give it a go. After launching a nationwide search for New Zealand's luckiest intern, an Auckland digital media student has been selected from hundreds of applicants to take part in New Zealand's ultimate internship. Joel Garman, along with 3 friends, will travel over 2,000 kilometres on a 10-day, once-in-a-lifetime working adventure to New Zealand's most iconic locations. The 21-year-old headed to Rotorua today and will experience a number of attractions over 2 days, including Tamaki Māori cultural experience, volcanic air safaris, White Island active volcanic landing and walking tour, a guided tour and steambox hangi lunch with tapuia, and River Rat's 2-hour freedom kayak experience on Lake Rotawiti. He's then required to showcase the best of Rotorua to Australians through photos, videos, blogs and social media. To check out Joel's time in town, head to the Experience Oz Facebook page. With Asthma New Zealand warning Kiwis of the dangers of COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, local health organisations are coming together to raise awareness of the condition as part of the COPD Awareness Month.
We're just trying to promote awareness of COPD, promote good self-management. So we've got new information for people that are admitted with COPD to help them self-manage when they get home. And we've also got quite a good coordinated group. There's a lot out there in the community, and the danger is that everybody works in isolation. So we're trying to pull it all together.
In sport tonight, if you've ever wanted to give mountain biking a go but have been a little hesitant, now's the time to try, with local mountain biking enthusiast James Alexander offering free weekly Give It A Go mountain biking classes. Classes will usually run every second Wednesday of the month from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and is open to anyone aged from 8 years and up. To your weather update now. Tonight, evening cloud with westerlies and an overnight low of 11. And we have a full forecast of the weekend's weather coming up after City News, thanks to Met Service. Don't forget, for program listings or to watch City News again, visit our website tvrotorua.co.nz, and remember to check our updates on our TV Rotorua Facebook page. Coming up on City News, we hear about a new early childhood education centre and whānau day in Ngāpuna next weekend. Matthew Semple from Capers talks about his dish that's up for an award, and Emma Wilson from Light Rotorua has information about the Christmas campaign.
If I mention the words Ngā Mokopuna or Ngā Puna, you probably might not know what I'm talking about, but by the time we've finished and I've talked to Vivian here, you will know and you'll be wanting to be here. It's very exciting because there's an event coming up here at Henemihi Marae in off Vaughan Road here. Very exciting, but we'll get into that a little bit later. The whole idea, though, of the event is to promote, get more people involved, get more whānau involved with early childhood education. Now, this is something obviously you're quite passionate about.
Absolutely. I think education is in a form of any sort for every child in New Zealand and adults. I believe education is the key.
Now, one of the things we're hearing up and down the country is a far greater emphasis, even from the point of view of the Ministry of Education, far greater emphasis on early childhood education.
Absolutely. They give us the inspiration to involve a whole community which is based around families, and it's giving us a different sight,
Sure.
which is allowing the Ngāpuna people to have some form of education for the future.
And yeah, again, obviously you're thinking of something futuristically with the event that's coming up to get people involved. What exactly is happening here now, though? It's small beginnings, but
Yep.
you've got to start somewhere. And
That's right.
Someone once said, never despise small beginnings.
That's right. I think here we already been operating for 5 weeks, a play group within Hinamihi Marae.
In good hands, obviously.
In good hands, yeah. What we're trying to do is just bring all the family members from Ngāpuna area and the wider community to participate in the free service that is there for our whānau.
What reaction have you had to the beginnings? As we've mentioned, they are small beginnings, and you've got
Very
a
small.
few little ones in here,
Yeah.
but it's about to grow, hopefully. What
It
reaction
is.
have you had so far?
It's been a very long struggle, but
Yeah.
I think if you've got the passion for education, you can show the whole community that, hey, I'm about education and I think I'm willing to share my skills with the community.
Obviously, here in this whole area, I think there's something like 3 maraes also.
Yep, absolutely.
Kind of like, is there a unity being established in the thinking?
At the moment, speaking to the marae committees, it's been a flourishing situation, a flourishing atmosphere, really. The whānau are starting to bring back whakawhangangatanga, which I think that's what we're all thriving for in our future.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's the importance in involving older members of the whānau in terms not just teaching but also backing, isn't it? It's important.
Well, having our tupuna mā on board with our programs, it allows us to see the different tikanga and practices that they used to implement to our generation, the educational side of things, and I think it's great. They're teaching us a bit of culture, history, and for me, that's what we need for us to grow as a community.
Also important to, at that age and with the littlies, for them to grow up with an understanding of the ups and downs of the culture. The
That's
history's had
right.
its ups and downs as well.
Yep, absolutely. And the beauty about it is everyone has the passion for it, and it's showing.
Yeah.
It is really showing. Our numbers are growing every day.
Vivian, let's go back to the event itself. Bouncy castles, lots of good stuff happening. A lot of
Yep.
these things are hard to organise.
They very are.
But it's coming up on the 29th of
The
this month.
29th,
Not
yep.
that far away
Not
now.
that
So
far.
what are we going to be here enjoying here?
We're trying to bring in the wider community to show hauora, to show different aspects of what is available from the community that's wider than just in Ngāpuna. We're trying to bring the connections in of different networks. We want to show whānau that we are about whangangatanga. We are who we are in Ngāpuna.
Sure.
Yep.
It's going to be a bit of a sort of a carnival atmosphere. Give us,
Yep,
give us not
absolutely.
too many secrets, but give us something. What's going to be happening?
We're going to have face painters, so hopefully anyone out there knows how to paint.
Yeah, I could do it
Please
for you.
come and join us. We're going to have kids' activities available, free kai for
Some
the
kai, I was
whānau.
gonna say, you gotta-
Yep,
yeah.
absolutely. Hopefully my twin sister will help cook.
Sure, along with you supervising, of course.
Yeah.
On the day itself, what time does it start and what time does it finish? When's it go through to?
Yeah, the 29th of November this month, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Sure.
basically.
Is it a fundraising event? as
No,
such?
it's not. It's
No?
a free
Wow.
event for the whole community.
Well, you're doing a great job out here, and I'm really, really proud of what you're doing, particularly starting them young. Got to start somewhere.
You've
eh?
got to start somewhere.
And we hope you get a
Yep.
lot of good backing from the community as well here in Ngāpuna. as well.
Absolutely.
Cheers, thanks.
Thank you.
Capers Epicurean proudly entered a New Zealand Cafe of the Year this year. I am with the creator of this winning, hopefully, dish, Matthew Semple. Hi, Matthew.
Hi, how's it going?
Very good, thank you. How's it going on your side? Because you've just created quite an impressive dish.
Yeah, we're feeling quite happy with our chances of our dish that we've created and stuff. And yeah,
So tell me, what how did it come about? Or how is it done? You get a bit of a list, don't you, of the ingredients that you're allowed to use, and then you've just got to come up with something.
Yep, we just get a list from the organisers of the competition. We just go through the list and choose several products, and then we work on that and come up with a dish.
Nice. Do you like food? Because you're rather tall, and you don't look like you eat a lot of food, I have to say. You're not a fat chef.
No, I definitely enjoy my food though. Just got to do a bit of exercise and stuff to keep yourself in shape. But,
What got you into food? What got you into culinary art?
I just always enjoy cooking, and just decided to follow it a little bit after I left school, and just found that I really enjoyed it, so continued with that. And
Did you grow up with really yummy food on the dinner table every night?
Oh yeah, my mum's a pretty good cook.
Is she?
Always enjoy home cooking.
Nice. Is your mum proud?
She's pretty proud. Yeah, she works here as well actually.
Oh, does she?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, so did she give you any tips?
Not really. But, I think I give her a few tips every now and then.
Oh, gee. Well, I think you probably can give her a few tips because you've created this beautiful, hopefully award-winning breakfast. Now, can you tell me a little bit about it? We'll no doubt bring a picture up on the screen, but just for you at home, it's a Capers breakfast special. So can you talk us through it, Matthew?
Yep, sure. Sort of did a trip up to Auckland sort of earlier in the year with one of my good friends, and had a delicious plum margarita in a Mexican place up there.
Ooh,
so
sounds good. Plum margarita.
Decided to, sort of use those flavours and stuff that we experienced in that, and put it together in a breakfast dish.
Yum.
So just got
That's good research. Going out for a bit of a, going out for a bit of a drink and come up with something.
Just really like the way the plum works with the sweet and salty bacon and the lime that's in there as well.
You must be a superhero. I suppose you're not hard pressed for dates either, because every girl wants a man that can cook.
I don't know about that, but
well, just keep that one in your back pocket. You can. It's a free advice. So you've got orange creme fraiche, candied bacon. I haven't heard of that before.
It's just sort of coat the bacon in a bit of icing sugar and cinnamon and just bake it off in the oven. It comes really quite chewy and get that nice sweet and salty sort of flavour from it. Yeah.
Good. And then, of course, you needed to incorporate a Watties project. So,
Yep.
a Watties product in your project.
Yep, so we chose to use the Black Doris plums as sort of the base for the dish, and just incorporate a bit of cinnamon and lime juice in that.
Nice.
And it gives the dish a nice tartness, just to balance the sweetness of the cornbread and the bacon. Yeah,
Oh, very good. Now, that's going to cost you $17.90 if you come into Capers. How long are they going to be able to try this dish?
Not too sure actually. It'll be on for at least another couple of months, I'd say. But
Plenty of time. Come in over Christmas.
I'm not too sure we'll be running over Christmas actually, but maybe just before Christmas.
Okay.
Get them fairly quickly.
Well, there you go. You heard it. Don't be late. Otherwise, you won't be eating that. You might be eating something else from your selection because you're a very successful cafe. Full stop, aren't you? Open since 2001.
Yes, no, we've been pretty popular over the years, and we've always got a really good regular customer base that comes in. So
Nice.
everyone seems to be fairly happy with the service and stuff that they get from you. So.
Oh, I think so. If you've got a regular customer base, there will be. Of course, if you haven't been to Capers, then it's on Rotorua Street, so you need to come down and try it. And I have to say, we'll do a bit of a shot of the shop part of Capers later, but there's some impressive products. And as a chef, it must be nice to be able to see all of these international products here to be used, and no doubt they're in your kitchen.
We do sometimes have a little bit of wander through the deli and use some of the products in there and what we create for the cabinets and stuff. So yeah,
Nice.
It's nice having it there.
Okay, and so some of the other important things that are happening at the moment is, of course, we've got MasterChef on, you've got like the American Iron Chef, you've got all of these shows, and people are just so obsessed with food and cooking. We're going to ask for some free advice from him now. How can your average Joe Blow or Jamie Blow at home make something tasty out of some simple ingredients? I mean, what do you do if you're a chef?
I think that's the main thing really, is just using simple ingredients and sort of just seasoning them really well, and just using seasonal produce is quite important. And
do you do a lot of experimenting? Like, do you purposefully get something that other people may not put together? Like, down at we've had some yummy locally crafted crew beer that was coffee beer, just a little quirky change.
Yep.
People come up with some strange combinations. Do they sit around all day and just put the strange combinations in their mouth, do you think? What's up?
You've got to sort of taste a few different ingredients and just see how they work together, sort of thing. But I always like to sort of experiment with food and stuff, just to with different flavours and yeah, just sort of get a feel for what works and what doesn't. But
Nice. And what about your personal aspirations and what you'd like to do? You're going to be here working with Mumsy the whole time, or do you think you might, branch out and open up your own one day?
yeah, no, I definitely want to do a bit of travel the next few years and sort of branch out and try new things and work in different places for sure. But yeah, I'll definitely look at owning my own place in the far future sort of thing. But
Very cool.
yeah, until then.
Cool. Well, I think with a dish already in the New Zealand Cafe of the Year Awards, you're well on your way.
Oh, I think so. That's definitely a good start anyway.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Matthew.
Sweet.
It's been a pleasure talking with you. Good luck with the awards and candied bacon. There you go. Who would have thought it? Not me, but thank you so much for your time.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
Well, in the days and weeks to come, you're going to be hearing the expression Light Rotorua an awful lot more. Just recently, the tree behind us here was officially launched, or lit up, if you like, as part of Light Rotorua, and the one of the driving forces behind it and the coordinator for Light Rotorua is Emma Wilson. This is exciting. Bit of a wet day on today, but that's okay. It's an all-weather tree anyway.
Yeah,
So,
just as well by the looks of it.
yeah, but obviously when it was all lit up and everything, it probably took on a new part of the CBD, which is really what we're looking at, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice. It creates a lot of atmosphere in the city. Obviously, on a day like today, there's not much light coming from it, but in the evenings when it darkens down a bit and the lights come on through the city, it just looks outstanding. It just creates so much atmosphere and joy in the city.
A little bit of background to the whole thing. It's obviously been a work in progress, and we finally got there. What's the reason behind it and the vision behind it, I guess?
Well, it all started, the Professionals Real Estate Company here had the Light Spectacular, which was a residential competition for the people to light their houses through Rotorua. So it stems from that. That's created a lot of atmosphere and excitement through the wider city. So we thought that we'd like to bring that into the inner city and help that. So it basically stems from a group of local people that had this vision to create the biggest, brightest Christmas ever, and a little bit of joy. I mean, our city can be a little bit dull in the evening, so we thought if we can get the whole inner city lit up, that it would just make such a difference, and it would just really bring the Christmas spirit to the city.
And it's all about, I guess, it's an ongoing aspect of really bringing the whole of the CBD to life a bit more. It's had its dull history, if you like, but people are really climbing on board, including businesses, and we'll get into that in a moment, but people are really catching on to the fact that they can be part of something.
Yeah, Rotorua, I guess, in the past has had maybe some negative aspects associated with it, and it's about changing that perception, and we hopefully the locals as well as out-of-towners can come into town and be really proud of what we've created and be really proud of their city. That's what it's all about. We want people to come in, feel safe, feel happy, and want to be a part of it.
Sure. And coloured lights and so on is part of that, isn't it, really?
Oh, for sure. How can you have Christmas without lights?
Yes, absolutely. Now, also, one of the important issues for bringing the CBD to life and light is businesses getting involved. And over the past, even the last 12 months, there's been a lot of businesses saying, hey, I want to be part of that.
Yeah, it's all started with Mike Steiner and Ron Finn with the Inner City Focus Group. They've just done an outstanding job of bringing everybody together. But the inner city is made from these businesses, and without their support and without their input, we just don't have that. So what we're really hoping is that with this Light Rotorua campaign, that the inner city businesses will get on board and really help, because if we
well,
have
it's an investment for them, isn't it?
Yeah, if it's positive for us in the city, it's positive for them. I mean, it brings business to town, it creates people wanting to be here, wanting to be in their shop. So if they jump on board, it's only going to be positive for everybody.
Yeah, and I think also it doesn't just rest here. Obviously, this is awesome with the Christmas tree, very seasonal, very timely for this time of the year. But people like yourselves on the projection side, looking at other things in the next 12 months or so, there's always something that we can do.
Yeah, I think the Inner City Focus Group are working really hard to make sure that, that it continues to improve. I think we've seen so many changes in this town over the last 12 months that it just feels like a different city. You walk down the street and it's incredible. I mean, I'm standing here now and I can see the Christmas trees outside the shops that have been a part of our campaign, and it's so nice to have that feel and for people to get involved.
Sure. At a practical level, how can businesses get involved in terms of getting in touch with you or coming up with ideas? There's bound to be people maybe even watching the program right now thinking, well, I could do this or I could do that.
Yeah, we're really open to any suggestions at all if people want to add to the atmosphere of our light campaign. One of the things that we are doing is running a retail competition for the lighting, and we're just encouraging the retailers to light their windows as best they can. We've got some really awesome prizes for that too. First, second and third. First prize is over $4,000 of advertising. So
bit of incentive
yeah,
there.
certainly we're getting in the draw for that. We've had a whole lot of small Christmas trees that have been distributed through to Tanakai Street, and businesses have been decorating those and putting them out. But yeah, we're open to any suggestions of ways that we can lift the atmosphere in the city for sure.
When I mentioned before that it's an investment in the same sense that it's something that they can be proud of and be part of, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, exactly. It's a community here, and we want to get that community feel, and it really is something that if retailers get in part of, that they have a sense of pride and a sense of joy in this town, and that's what really makes it.
And then the public will come in more, there's more incentive for them to come in and enjoy the CBD as well.
Yeah, for sure, and there's always spin-off effects for the businesses, but the better it is for them, the better it is for everybody else.
Appreciate it, Emma. Appreciate what you and your team are doing, and behind us here is a typical example, so keep up the good work.
That was Emma Wilson from Light Rotorua, a great new campaign that's lighting up our wonderful city for Christmas. To watch the show again or to catch up on past episodes, you can visit our website tbrotorua.co.nz. Thanks for joining us tonight. We hope you have a wonderful weekend. See you next week. Ko Maria.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
City News on TV Rotorua was proudly brought to you by Rotorua Central.